Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Another edition of Center Coast Bass. Completely different situation. Back over there again. Hey, he's not a viewer anymore. He only watches stuff he's in, so now he's just a fishing buddy.
Right here on
Aussie, dead of winter.
December 30th.
Socked in fog and about, feels like it's close to 35 or something out here. We're going into the abyss. Idle across and fish until the fog lifts. Okay, first time I'm on a boat and I'm freezing my ass off. Guess I jinx myself whenever I go. Whenever I go on a boat, I'm hot. Well, let's see how we in the spot. See, 48-degree water.
Okay. Just gotta figure out what you want.
There we go. Eric throws on the jig and gets first fish.
This one might be a pound.
There's still active in this cold water. Typical spots.
It's a keeper.
Oh yeah. Hit the jig.
Looks like it's been caught too.
In this lake, they've probably all been caught.
What's that?
In this lake, they've probably all been caught.
Yeah.
You can do 100 fish days in the summer.
That fish was about 18 feet.
18 feet deep. Typical. I'm gonna start fishing
Half ounce.
once I get to feeling back in my fingers. Okay. More fish coming, I know it.
Better fish. It's a much better.
Look at that, I just turned it off and I have to turn it back on because he's got another fish.
This is a good one.
Oh, that's a real good one.
Yeah.
That's a 3-pounder there. That's a 3-pounder, about, isn't it? Oh yeah. It's a typical 3-pound spot right there.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of, look in its mouth. It's got a bunch of parasites in there.
Oh,
See
yeah.
those? I'm gonna yank them out of there. I'm gonna help you out.
Whoa.
Those look like
Dr. Eric.
leeches or something.
Yeah, I think it does a lot. Dr. Eric is cleaning the mouth out as it's a little dirty. That's a nice spot.
Well, you put them in with four of those, and just a regular sized fish, you're doing all right.
Oh yeah.
That was a nice one.
All right. Well, if I get a chance to tie in a jig with him not setting the hook, and he let that one stay on there for what? Let it swim for like 4 or 5 seconds so I could turn the camera back on. He definitely wasn't letting go of it, was it?
No. Really held on to that sucker. This fish has.
Another good close to 3.
This fish also has some goop on the roof of his mouth.
That's because it's getting cold.
Well, sometimes it's from eating crawdads. There's a parasite right there. I'm going to get it.
Well, I got my jig tied on, but now I got to wait.
What do you think? That's the kind you need to win at Nasamino.
Oh, yeah. Those are some good fish.
Good soup.
Well, now I'm going to fish my jig. Alright, well, after that little flurry of 3 fish this morning and some other bites, switched areas, been working around. Nothing much. This fog is still, it's like 10 o'clock and this fog is still not wanting to go away. But we have plenty of time left to fish. Hopefully we can get some more of those bigger 2.5 and 3 pound spots for you. Kind of slowed down. We're both throwing Senkos. Well, I have a young dinger. He has a Senko. You're flicking, right?
This is wacky.
Wacky.
I broke the head off, so I just put a wacky one on.
He's wacky. I'm Texas rigging.
Flick shake always works on this leg.
We'll see how it goes. He's pulling rank on me now.
He's being a dick.
He's pulling rank. He's hogging the bait access area, and he said sorry for getting in the way in his own boat. He switched it up now. We both are. We're going to go to some jerk baits for a while. He just had one take off with his jig because he fell asleep.
Yep. I was sleeping.
He felt weight, and I look over and I saw his rod tip go ding, 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 ding. Probably a small fish, but still. I'm finally getting the fog to sort of starting to burn off. It's not even 11. It'll be a fun day. It's the first time he's fished in like a month and a half. I've been fishing but not catching much in my little pond, so we'll get more fish eventually.
We will. Ain't no question about it.
Look at that. An Eric guarantee. Even at the dead of winter, he's thinking he's going to get another 10 fish. He probably will. Me, hopefully I'll get my first one. Again, same scenario. I've had a few bites. But, you know, middle of winter, it's usually middle of the day they hit.
Change colors too.
Eric with another fish.
Not that big. It sure hit it hard.
Yeah.
It's a small fish.
Good one, though.
Say hi. Go back. Go get your sister.
That's right. The female ones are always bigger. Good call on that.
Shallower now.
I told you that one was right up against the bank.
Hang on. Let you have the water. There he is. That's number 5.
Number 5. I'm snagged. He gets his loose, throws up real shallow, and ends up catching that.
He's been eating crawdads.
Yep.
I'm gonna let him go back, okay?
Alright, throw him in. I gotta get my lure undone. First time I've got inspections on camera.
What's that?
I do a fishing show.
Can you just
Leather Coast
open up
bass.
your light?
Oh. Ah.
There it is. All right. Appreciate it, guys.
Sure thing.
Thanks. Good luck. Have a good rest of your day. Thanks a lot.
See you guys.
Hey, one other thing, guys. Do you have PFDs on board?
Yes,
Some
got,
flotation
yes,
devices?
got 2 right there and 1 under the seats.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
There, right under the console. Got 2 right there.
Okay.
And then we got one. I got the throw cushion under the seat.
Outstanding. Thank you.
Thank you.
How many feet is the boat?
17.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
That's like the first time I've ever got checked on Nazi.
Second time this year I've been checked.
And in the middle of winter, how odd. And there they go. Off to go check someone else. Well, that's a good thing to catch on film. We got inspected. They came and inspected us. Alright, back to fishing. Well, I picked a spot. Said, looks good, let's give it a try, and keep it on the jig, and boom, just like that.
Ouch! Got
Within-
the hook right in my finger.
So, like your second cast?
Yep.
Second cast, he hooks into one.
Bye-bye, fishy. I try to throw them in so they'll go in nose down.
Well, look at me. Finally got my first fish of the day. Same cove where he caught that one. Just after him, I had my first hits on a jig. 2 that I missed. He starts backing out, way out to look at the ledge. I pick up the crank because I'm getting too far away from shore, and first cast, I catch this one. He got it pretty good too. The hooks are actually back into his lip. Ha ha ha. I now might fish the crank more. I know it might get me some fish. You like this cove now, Eric?
Yeah.
First time I fished it, and
You showed me some 3-pounders. I'll like it even more.
he said it's the first time he's fished it, and something on a crank. It's the first thing we've got, anything but a jig. All right. Now for me to get 4 more of these.
More of the same.
Right after me. Well, although they're getting a little smaller, we haven't caught one under a keeper yet today.
No, it's hard to in this lake.
Last time you caught a lot of little ones. Everything's been a keeper. The 2 biggest in the morning. I was only about a minute after I just threw my fish in. I only made 2 casts and he caught that.
He popped out when I had it stuck in a rock and I shook it and it came loose and then he hit it.
Yeah, well, that's more of a reaction bite, and that's what they'll hit on the crank, because it's more reaction. All right, back to fishing. Okay, didn't even get time on that one.
Hello. We'll do the Bill Dance thing. Hello.
Hello. Son! throwing the Roland Martin.
That's 3, 4, 5, 7, 9, 10 pounders, son.
He caught that one reeling it up.
Yeah.
He was reeling it up to the boat. It's a good sign for the crankbait.
Chased it.
Yeah, he chased it. Maybe this cove will get really active in another half hour of sun on it. It's getting better. This cove's produced what?
4 or 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5 fish already.
Just in about 20 minutes.
And in about 20 minutes, that's the most we've caught in one spot. Not the bigger size, but there's a lot of fish in here. And they're active. That's the best part. Hey, look at that. Still working in the crank. I finally have confidence in the color. This one smacked it in the front hook. I was down there sort of bouncing on the bottom on this point. He smacked it pretty good. And that's probably about a 1 3/4. Probably bigger than 1 1/2. So yeah, I found something that I have confidence in now. He's still throwing the jig, and I'm doing what I love to do. Cranking. Might just be the afternoon thing, but I'm definitely going to keep throwing it probably for the rest of the day. Crank's not going out of my hand now. Alright. I said I needed 4 more. Now I only need 3 more. Right?
Right. Don't make me do math.
And bigger ones. Yeah. No math. I've been fishing all day. Yes, good fish.
I'll keep throwing a jig.
Alright. This one's probably squeaking a keeper. But still now, 3rd keeper on the crank. And that one was on the same point I caught that one I just showed you. So yeah, I'm getting more and more convinced. He just wants to see me catch a 2 1/2 or a 3 on it, but if I throw it enough, I might get one. Okay. Now I only need 2 more fish for a limit. I'm catching up to you.
It's not a race, man. You fooled me, though.
I know.
You felt like it. Hello. There's a keeper.
That's all we've caught today. All we've caught today is keepers. Last time we were here, we caught some little ones.
Stinks.
Some dinkies.
Rats.
It's not miserable rain like last time. It's water's, it needs to come up to 51. Last time it was 58, but maybe the colder weather keeps the little ones from eating and the big ones eat.
15 feet or less.
Yeah, 15 feet or less has been about every fish we've caught. All right, back to the cranking madness for me. He's still fishing the jig.
I love fishing a jig.
What was that?
I love fishing a jig.
When are you going to get to the power baits? When you get back to a crankbait? When the water warms up?
Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together.
I start joking around with him and he starts whistling the A-Team. The A-Team theme song as he's reeling in the fish.
I ain't getting in no airplane, Hannibal.
Another keeper. Nothing under 12 inch today. And it's warmed up and we're starting to actually have fun.
Chunk rock.
Yeah, that's what we're getting them on, a lot of that chunk rock. And this is actually one of the biggest coves on this side of the lake. Most of the other ones that go back and have a lot of coves off them are on the other side. You can see we're pretty far back into it now. And that point up there, that's the first point there. That's where I caught the two. He caught one on the, no, he caught one on a jig on the other one. And he just picked up that one there. And we still got a little ways further to go back in here, and there's the whole other side also, although it's about the same as this. This is a cove that faces the sun, gets the sun all winter long because of the angle of the sun. So we haven't been on the other side, but it might be a few degrees warmer than the other side of the lake, so maybe that's why they're active in here. Now we got some wind breaking up the surface. It's turned out to be a really good day in the dead of winter. That's hard to say. Oh, and while I'm finishing up, he just set the hook into another one, but he missed it.
That's a pretty small fish right there.
Okay, I was getting ready to switch back. Oh, the first non-keeper. Ding, 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 ding. All right, I threw a. Well, that might squeak 12. I think that would.
Maybe if I.
No, if you put it on the Willie Go board that has a little belly slot.
That's what I have too.
I was just getting ready. I'm playing around with a spinnerbait prototype that I'll show eventually, but I picked up my rod to go back to cranking, and he slammed the hook on that little guy.
I'm gonna try something just a little bit.
How many fish are we up to today?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess the viewer can go back in slow-mo and count, but it's quite a few. I mean, I only got 3 of them. You got at least 10.
Yeah, I don't usually count too much.
Well, let's just say we're in the teens. In weight and numbers.
I'm interested in.
He's switching jigs. He keeps getting small ones, so he's going bigger.
Well, I'm gonna put some pork.
He's going pork. He's pigging it now. He's getting greedy. Okay, you know, while he's doing that, I'm going to take time to fish all the water he can get to. Okay, we worked our way back in here. And looks like Eric's got another one that's about 2.5, between 2.5 and 3 pounds. If he can get his line. All right. Yeah, that's a good.
That's what we want.
That's over 2. Might go 2.5.
Let him drip on your jacket.
Yeah. He's very good at dripping them on my jacket, by the way.
Woo!
Wait, hold on to it.
Jig and pig.
I'm going to get a picture of it in a sec. So I'm trying to slyly tell him to hold on to it, but I guess I have to say it in camera. Let me get a picture of that one.
Hurry up.
All right. We're moving to another area. Eric's caught fish out on the point on this by a dock, and I said, why don't we try going in there and see what's there?
A little bit better?
Yeah, that's a pound and a half probably, close to. That's like my 147 I caught. So yeah, it's promising on here. You got it on the jig. I'm still throwing around the cranks to see, but that was pretty deep.
20 feet.
20 feet. Alright, we'll explore this some more. Show you anything we catch. Okay, well, he caught that one out front, and I came back in here and caught my biggest one of the day so far. Well, I think at least about 2, huh?
Right in that ballpark.
Yeah. It's close. It's probably a 2. I mean, that thing's about 16 inches long, 17 inches long. Good fish, hard fighter. He hit out here in the middle of nowhere in the back of the steeper cove on the crank. So that's number 4. I only need 1 more for a limit. And all keepers. So I guess I'm going to get back to fishing. I'm going to keep fishing the crank, and hopefully next time you see me I have an even bigger one and my 5th fish in my keeper. Time to let this one go. Okay, I'm working on trying to get number 5. I just had number 5 hooked. Felt like a good fish. Turned at me and came loose. So, had a 5. Lost the 5. Now I'm going to try again for the 5. Alright, I did it. Another solid keeper. You can't really see it, but right there. Alright, swinging around. On the crank again. And I just had another one I got to the boat that was actually not a keeper. But I'm not going to keep talking because we're moving out and I think there's more on this point. So hopefully I show you an even bigger fish. Feels good. Crank in the dead of winter.
Red eye.
Okay, here we are cruising along. Behind me you can see those cables coming in the water, and I make a joke that I'm looking for a cable bass, and he sets the hook.
These fish are cold.
On the jig again. Time's running out.
I'm just about out of battery.
Yeah, we have enough juice maybe to hit these last 2 points, and then back to the launch. Hopefully we can squeeze in another fish. I got 5, but I want a 6 now. I'm getting greedy. Look at that. Keeper number 6. That might be the standard 1 1/4. Yeah, another one on the crank. Front hook this time, and the other hook has grabbed him in the eye. Not much time for glory because we're on the last little point in rocks here, and then we'll do a little closing at the ramp and maybe some footage of the ride back. Number 6! Well, we're heading back now. You can probably tell. Still a little bit of sun left, but I can already tell it's going to get way colder. These beat. Fun day though. Okay. Eric's kicking down there in the boat. Another boat out there. Somebody else leaving over there. And this time there's actually cars, boats in the parking lot. It's a better day. It wasn't raining like last time. I think at one point there were probably about 10, 15 boats out here. And it's a tournament this weekend. That's probably why. Pre-fishing for tomorrow. Or actually Sunday. Alright, I'm going to back this thing down, get this out, and talk to you later. Another beautiful sunset. Alright, well, hopefully we're both in. End of the day. This was catching your striped spotted bass in the dead of winter. It's December 30th. As you saw, it was freezing this morning. The fog didn't wear off. And we only caught our fish on 2 baits. Him in the morning and throughout the day on
Football jig, half-ounce football jig with a 3/0 light wire Gamakatsu hook. These are made by a guy named Rob Collier in Bakersfield. These are great jigs. It's brown and green living rubber, my favorite colors. And my trailer of choice is a net bait pack-a-craw. This is the big one. I think it's 3 3¼ inches.
Is that what that is?
I think it's a senior, yeah. Pack-a-chunk. Pack-a-chunk, not pack-a-craw. The color that I like on this lake is Alabama craw. It's kind of a green pumpkin with black flake on top.
And orange.
Orange with black flake on the bottom. My hands are really shaky because I need to eat. And there's also a little bit of tinsel in the jig too, a little bit of flashaboo. It makes a difference. And
yeah, and I was trying other jigs the whole day, and I couldn't. I did get a couple bites, but
I threw black and blue, nothing. I tried, but for some reason, green and brown just always works for me here.
And then if I probably threw this all day, I probably could have caught fish on it. I started out in the morning throwing it some, not knowing if this crank. This is a deep little end, Norman, runs about 10-12 feet. I was throwing the SX shad in the morning. Didn't have much confidence, didn't throw it. And then later in the day, I threw this on. I think it's their Mountain Dew. It's either Mountain Dew or the root beer. I think it's the Mountain Dew with a little bit of chartreuse in it. And ended up with
7-8 fish.
Yeah, 8 fish and 6 to the boat, and couple nice ones. So yeah, there you go. Middle of winter was average temperature was about 51.
The water, yeah, 50, 51.
Yeah, 50, 51. They're still active. They're shallow. Everything was what, 12 feet at most, 15 maybe.
Yeah, 15,
12.
between 15 and 8, 9 feet.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Some of them even, you got a reaction bite. It went up really close, like 4 or 5 feet of water when it was dropping. So there you go. If you ever have a lake or you're at a lake that has spotted bass in the middle of winter, they don't seem to care. They still hit. And we got another cool, great sunset behind us.
That's why we like spotted bass, because you catch them in the winter.
Yeah, you catch them all winter. Don't think bassing is not for the winter. If there's not ice over it and there's spotted bass, they hit when the water's in the upper 40s. I think that's going to do it for this edition of Sunday Coast Bass. Hope you join us again. I'm going to be fishing with Eric some more, trying to talk him into doing some tournaments with me. So probably going to be seeing more of him and more of me, and hopefully a lot more fish. Till next time.
Sayonara.
Here we go.